The Oilers 2 points back of a wild card spot absolutely cannot afford to squander tonight's effort against the Arizona Coyotes. McDavid and Draisaitl continue to carry the load here. They should be a handful for the injury-riddled Coyotes, but they're finally getting what they hoped for from Alex Galchenyuk, who's got 11 points in his last 9 games.
Talk about bringing him in. He didn't get in until this afternoon.
That's a tall order. Long travel day, step right into the lineup.
Ekman Larsson shot stopped by Talbot. The rebound for Hinostroza blocked before he could get through.
And on the transition the other way, it's Ekman Larsson that gets up, and he's always possessed a wicked wrister, uses the defender, tries to get it away quickly, but for Cam Talbot, he's in the right position to make the save, and there for the second one.
Kara. He's got Mario Kempe all over him as he centers it. It comes to Spooner. He'll work it back to Benning. One-time shot deflected, and Kemper had to be sharp. Face-off win for Draisaitl. Quick shot by Chason. Stopped by Kemper. A bouncing puck is right in front of him.
Kemper has to be smart and sharp early as the shot goes off the head, and then this one here, bang, right there.
Nurse, a wrist shot. That was blocked by Jarmelson. Nurse goes down, and so does Garland, and Garland just getting up now. Fisher with it now. Fisher lost the handle on that backhand attempt. McDavid trying to get free. Here comes Connor McDavid. Scores! Connor McDavid, his team leading 27th goal of the season.
Of Darnell Nurse, he was under some distress going to the bench. What a pass by Ratty right afterwards, though. Some defensive zone coverage to work the puck out, and then for Ty Ratty repaying the favor. He was the one that was sprung by McDavid, and he puts it to an area that McDavid could skate into, and he finishes it off.
By Josh Archibald. Osterley trying to keep it in. Dallas, Osterley snaps a shot. Talbot makes the save. And we welcome those fans who have been watching the Grand Slam of curling. It's a 1-0 lead for the Oilers against the Arizona Coyotes. Connor McDavid with the goal at 6:46. Panic shot, and that is caught by Cam Talbot, and he'll hang on. Behind the net for Galchenyuk. It gets by him. Goligoski pinching. Goligoski behind the net for Cousins. Puts it right out in front. Stepping into a shot was Garland. Stopped by Talbot. The rebound cleared. With less than a minute to go here in the first 20. Nurse leads the Oilers up the ice with a pass to Brodziak. Shot turned aside by Kemper. Deflected by Krause right to Kempe. Kempe couldn't get the shot away. Nurse prevented that, but Krause has the puck. Osterley lets it go and scores. A former Edmonton Oiler ties the game. It's 1-1. Will it count?
They're going to challenge for offside, it looks like, Kevin. They'll take multiple looks at this one here. This is a real close one, but there was contact right at the line.
After further review, the play was deemed to be onside. Therefore, it's a good goal.
Back to the point. Goligoski back up top. This is Ekman Larsson moving to the middle. He'll give it to Keller. Keller, wrist shot, stop, rebound for Garland. Talbot has that one right back to Osterley. Osterley to Galchenyuk. Galchenyuk works his way in. Centering pass comes all the way back to Osterley. A wrist shot through traffic. They score.
And this is a wrister from Osterley as Galchenyuk works it down. He tries to throw it right out. He's trying to get up, doesn't see this puck coming, and boy, does it hit him. And he'll get credit for that goal. I mean, that is a painful one for him.
Wow. Moving in with Puljujarvi. Kara. Ends up behind the net. Puljujarvi out in front, lets the shot go, and Kemper makes the save. Babushkin was there. Cassian behind the net. Got Brodziak out in front. Back up top for Jones. Lets it go, deflected. Kemper makes the save for Nick Cousins. Benning turning in his own zone. Chason checks there by Goligoski. Moving in Cousins. Keller's shot stopped by Talbot. Clayton Keller, the all-star representative for Arizona, looking to add to his team's lead. Darnell Nurse across to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl, Chason, and McDavid. This is Alex Chason. Chason, backhand, stopped by Kemper, the rebound side of the net. Cassian stops up, takes a hit there from Babushkin. Nugent Hopkins right out in front. Opportunity for Russell. He scores! Chris Russell. Russell came in without a goal in his last 16. He gets his second of the year, and we're tied at 2.
A nice move by Chris Russell at the last second. It's Kassian with speed that drives it in and just kind of throws it into the corner. A nice work down low by Lucic to continue the cycle. Nugent Hopkins, that pass right there. And you can see Lyubushkin and Kassian are battling en route to the net. That little pop right there. And as Darcy Kuemper comes out to try and play that puck, he's got two bodies right in front of him. I don't believe there was contact on Kuemper, and a nice move by Russell at the last second to hold on to it, go down and around the sprawled out player looking to block the shot and puts it home as Kuemper was out of the net.
Connor Garland, who got that painful power play goal, is out there for the second man advantage for Arizona. Quick shot there off the faceoff for Keller, and they bounce this one in. Another strange goal, and Connor Garland is at the center of it.
Well, that's making an impact right there. This kid's had an eventful game, no question about that. They are going to take a look to see if this was kicked in. They did have a little discussion right here, but I don't think this is going to be a kicking motion. I think he's just trying to battle for positioning. This puck comes hard off the back on the shot from Keller. And for Garland, just kind of gets himself to the spot. He's in the low center of gravity. He spins, he jumps right in there, and as he's trying to whack away with the stick, it does go off of his skate into the net.
Draisaitl. Puck went straight up in the air as he gets tied up with Kempe. Kuemper makes the save. Jarmelson picks up the rebound. Goligoski comes together with Spooner. Nugent Hopkins in there as well, along with Mario Kempe. Now an opportunity for Nurse. Winds and fires. Big rebound given up by Darcy Kuemper. Brodziak brings it in with Lucic. Plays it around the boards. Osterlin. Intercepted by Kassian. Back to the point it comes. Gravel, wrist shot, stopped by Kuemper.
That last one-time attempt by Chiasson didn't miss by much. He was the one that set it all up with one good hard crossing pass over to Draisaitl to set things in motion.
Hinostroza drives with the net. Vinny Hinostroza stopped by the pad of Cam Talbot. Now the Oilers come back. McDavid, Chiasson, and Draisaitl. Draisaitl stops up. Feeds Larson. Larson, wrist shot, and Kuemper makes the save. No rebound for Alex Chiasson. Draisaitl knocks that down. Stepan can't touch it. 7 seconds. Flipped ahead. Kara behind the net, puts it out in front. Great stick by Kuemper, and the Coyotes even the season series with a hard-fought 3-2 victory. These teams will meet again in just over a month. February 19th, they'll be right back here at Rogers Place for the third game in this series, but the Arizona Coyotes pick up their third victory and their third victory on the road as they win their 10th one-goal game.